Hi everyone, welcome back to Barbie Dolls of the Week. Well, thanks everyone for your positive wishes and supportive comments on the loss of my brother. We certainly are going to miss him, and we are sorry that he's gone. Obviously, we wish he would have had a longer life. I know I do wish that. But he would have wanted us to go on, and that's what I'm trying to do in general and in many things in my life because he was truly a really a good brother and a supportive person in my life. So I'm going to miss him for so many reasons. But as I said, I'm going to move forward. And also, one other note before I show you some dolls. Um, I want to do a video with some of my goals for the future and my hopes for the future because as my brother's unfortunate passing at 55 years old, if I didn't say that before, shows all of us that we have to make sure that we're looking and trying to do the best we can, but knowing that we don't know when our last day is. So we got to be living the way we want to live now and spending time with people who we want to spend time with now because the future, as we always say, is not promised. So, with that, I want to show you the last part of the sew and style dolls that I want to show you. And this is because I recently, before, about 3 weeks ago, I bought these from a particular person online who was selling 6 of these dolls at once. Now, it was a group, so I didn't get to choose because there was one I probably wouldn't have gotten only because I already had that doll, which is this one. And this is her on the back. You can see her a little better here. So this is the Kara doll in this line, and they all have crowns. I don't know what the name of this line was. Let me see if it says on the back. No, not that I see. It just says all the BFFs are celebrating with Grace for her sweet 16. This is going to be one style and party. Sweet of Barbie to send a birthday wish to. So I don't know. There's somebody. They're supposed to be 16. That's really surprising to me. They look a little bit more mature, but we'll leave it at that. So yeah, that doll. I'll show you that one again real quick. That was in the group. So now I have two. So I'm probably gonna sell one of those on eBay. That's my thought right now. I'm not crazy about this dress. I probably said this before, but I do like the coloring of the pink part. Um, and I really like her face, especially when you can see it real well. She's got a great face. But okay, so let's move on to the dolls that were not part of that that I already had. I mean, and here is one of the other ones from that same set. This is Trishelle. Let's see where she is. Yeah, I know that's not the right picture though. Let's see something. Oh, that's weird. Why do they have a different picture on the back, but the doll is this doll? So this doll, they're trying to throw me off here. This doll is in this box with that set that we just looked at. So here she is, the Trishelle. And this dress is a little bit better, but still, they're just not my favorite dresses from that particular set. Whereas the one on the back with the wrong picture, it seems like, those are better dresses in my opinion. But I certainly like her face, her makeup, the fact that her crown is silver, even though it's plastic, it's better than the gold. So she has the darker hair. Well, let me see something. Yeah, the Kara in some of the sets has a little bit lighter hair, and the sometimes the Trishelle, not so much this one, has multicolored hair, like in this picture here in the middle. So some different, little bit of different color variations, and the Grace somewhat in between the two as far as the color. So yeah, what's weird is this one keeps reminding me of Grace on the back of here, but it's not Grace, of course, it's Trishelle. So yeah, here's a closer look of her face. And on the back, you can see it, without the issues. So that was another one that was part of this particular set. Now we'll move on to the set that was on the back of that and is also on the back of this one, rightfully so. And they do have a cartoon of the designer, which is Stacy. I always have to look. Stacy Irby McBride, I think it is. Let's see. or no, McBride Irby. Sorry, Stacey McBride Irby. Now, I really like this dress. I think it looks great on her. The colors, I love her hair. Could do without the plastic pink jewelry. But, I mean, I don't know why they didn't put silver earrings on her to go with that necklace, but it would have looked better, I think. But, at least it matches the dress somewhat. She's got a great face. Here's another view of it on the back. Look at that. Isn't she beautiful? So, yeah, this was just a great style, or the whole set, I mean. And I just love these. And I'm glad I got a good deal, and that person was rehoming these dolls. They actually had at least 9 dolls total, but the other 3 were more expensive for some reason, and I think one of those I already had too, so I chose not to get them. This was enough for just these 6. And also in that set is the Grace doll that I have here. So it's like 2 from each set was in this group. I don't know why the third one wasn't, but they didn't seem to have that. So this is her back here in the light blue dress. She does have silver earrings, but it's so weird. She has the silver earrings, but the pinkish necklace, I think, is, yeah, what I'm seeing. You see that here on the doll itself. They should have switched it and given that last one these earrings and given her the pink. That would have looked better, I think. Now, I have to say that of the 3 in this set, and it varies set to set, Grace is definitely my least favorite in this set. Now, I have so I now have all 3 dolls in this set because this Trishelle I showed you before, she's up on that top shelf right about there. Not the yellow one, but the one above her. So yeah, I have this one out of the box and now these 2 in the box. So, I don't know. For now, I'll be keeping these in the box. I don't really have anywhere to put the ones I take out right now anyway. They're just all over they've literally taken over this desk in front of me. And that's okay, but I don't have room for any more. Now, moving on to the last 2, which is, again, I want to see if there's any name for this set. And this one's box is definitely the worst, so I'd be tempted to take her out if I was going to take anybody out. Yeah, I don't know. I wish these had names, and maybe if I'm missing it somewhere, would somebody please point that out to me? One thing I do know is they have little symbols on the front. I'm not sure what that represents, but like this one is a cat, and this one on the next doll is something else. I don't know what it is, but they all have like leopard print or animal print kind of looking outfits. If you look at the picture on the back, so you see this one, which is Kara, and then Grace in the middle. I think, am I reading that right? Yeah. And Trishelle. And Grace looks so different in this one. I don't know. She just looks really different. And Trishelle is missing, one thing that's weird about this one, she's missing her famous side-eye look. Now let me see on that last one. Yeah, see, she had it on that one. And let me see if she had it on this one. Oh, that was Grace. So yeah, this one is Trishelle, and here she is, but she doesn't, and again, her package isn't in very good shape, so it even has these messed up parts here. She doesn't have the side eye. I mean, she's looking pretty much straight forward. That doesn't bother me, but it's just kind of weird. I mean, I don't know what happened. And I don't know if this one was, let me see if I see a date on this one. This is from 2012. So yeah, this was maybe I don't know where this was in the set, like of the other ones. It's these dresses, especially this one, some reason remind me of the Flintstones. Not that any of their dresses look like this, but that's the only thing that comes to mind when I see this. It's like, I don't know why they chose. So I'd be curious to know, by the way, if the designer designed just the dolls or also the outfits. Does anybody know that? Yeah, some of them I like, some of them I don't. This one is just, I don't know. I certainly would not choose that for anybody, but it's not horrible, I guess, is what I would say. She too has the pink earrings, plastic, and a yellow, I don't know if that's supposed to be a necklace or just the top part of her outfit, which is what it looks like, so I don't know. But remember I said there was a cat? Well, her purse or bag is a little cat head, and that's strange, but Okay, is all I can say. I don't know what to say about that. Grace and her BFF staged a fierce fashion fundraiser. It says they rock their favorite animal print outfits while with matching accessories, helping the community is so in style. Okay, well that makes it make a little bit more sense. They are an animal prints, as I thought, and they are doing a fashion fundraiser, so that's interesting. Let me see if this one said. Yeah, that was the one about Grace's Sweet 16. Let me see what this one said. Oh, that's just about the designer herself. So I like when they put some sort of explanation on it, like why are they dressed like this and why do they have, in her case, a cat, and in this case, I don't honestly know what that is. But this is Kara. Now, Kara tends to have the fuller hair, the curlier hair, except in a couple cases Trishelle did. But Grace almost always has straight hair, it seems like. This is a very different looking Kara. So this is also from the 2012 line with the animal prints. And it says they rock their favorite animal prints, helping the community is so in style. So here's what these three look like. And so now I have these two. I have looked at this one online, and I don't know. I'm going back and forth about getting her. The way they did her teeth, and you can kind of see it, she almost looks bucktooth in that picture and on the dolls I've seen online. So that's throwing me off. So I'm not sure I'm going to get her or not. But right now I feel like I've kind of hit enough with the sew and style. So these six, I've got four up there that are out of boxes, and at least one over there that's in a box I already showed you, and one that's hiding somewhere, plus the male doll. So I think I have enough now. But they are a wonderful line, and I do think they're somewhat underappreciated. They're not talked about a lot, and I think that's partially why when you hear people say, oh, well, Mattel has never been, until recent years, diverse enough or hasn't done a doll that looks like me, sometimes they don't know about this line or other lines. And sure, that is great to do more, and you can always do more, and I'm enthralled by what Mattel has done, especially with the fashionistas in the last 6, 8 years as far as diversity of body types, skin tones. It's certainly many more skin tones are available now. But I do think that it's great for people to remember the work of Stacy McBride Irby and others who did help do some in the past, such as Sew and Style, and know that they exist. Because to me, that's remembering the history, in this case of Barbie and Friends. We got to remember the history, just like we should remember our own history, and keep people's memory alive, and keep the memory of great series alive. Like I think of the Classique Collection, Generation Girls, Sew and Style, etc. Those lines that are, were produced for some years, even Happy Family, Heart Family, others that I'm not thinking of at this second. But those are some that come to mind that they're not doing them now, but they were great lines while they were going, and you can still get them on eBay for decent prices sometimes, depending on what they are. And so, yeah, I just think, by the way, I wanted to see what that animal was she was holding. I'm still not sure what the animal is, and I don't see it. Yeah, I don't know. There's what I'm talking about. If you can see it. Maybe that's a cat, too. I don't know, but it looks like could be the giraffe. It reminds me of a giraffe's face, so I don't know. Well, anyway, I thank you for watching, and also, like I said, the supportive messages after my last video with the unfortunate loss of my brother. So I really am appreciative of that, and I also hope that you've liked the 3 videos I've done now on the Sew and Style line, because as I said, it's one that I like so much. I want to spend some time really showing that. And next time I think I'm going to do a video on kind of back to the basics of, if somebody's like after the Barbie movie and things like that, they're thinking, oh, I want to start collecting Barbie. Well, how's the best way to do that? Or what's the best way to do that? So I kind of want to touch on that and maybe explain how I started for those who aren't aware. I mean, some of you I'm sure are. But, how can someone get started now is really more important and what I want to focus on. So with that, thanks so much for bearing with me, and I will be glad to see you all again next week. So in the meantime, take care. Bye-bye.